That's pretty long. Let's try something different. See if we can edit. That's inconvenient. Here. Okay, maybe that's a little bit easier. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome back. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I brought my wired headphones because they're just reliable that way. If you don't know, my name is Wes, Devon Wes LaRue, and this is the Waves and Wi-Fi YouTube channel where, it's a bit of vlogging, mostly coral restoration, also shorts, things like that. I'll get better at that soon, I bet. Anyways, how are you guys doing today? How's everybody feeling? Actually, I'm feeling kind of slippery. The ground's kind of, I feel like I'm gonna slip and fall. But anyway, got some action here, and I don't want to get wet. I'm just walking to take the trash out. And it happens to be near where I take the trash out at. They have a ATV course here. And if you don't know, I'm in Mexico. Son of a biscuit. Guy definitely just splashed me. Yeah, decent. Anyways, yeah, they just splashed water all over me. Anyways, they have an ATV course where I live here, and it's right near where I take the trash out. So sometimes I might run into them, sometimes not. In this case I did, and they splashed me with a puddle because of course it rained just a couple hours ago, and now I gotta wear it. But anyways, so never have I ever. If you see the poll down at the bottom, and forgive me if I can't see because the sun's a little bright. I don't really have a ND filter on this phone, and these glasses don't help. I mean, they help my eyes, but anyways, never have I ever. So for some context, I'm in Mexico, Cozumel to be exact. If you don't know where Cozumel is, it is right off the Yucatan. If you know where Tulum is, or Cancun, or those hot spots for vacation and touring and all that, I live across the water on a little island called Cozumel, and Cozumel's known for mostly diving. They have beautiful coral reefs here, beautiful cenotes, or caletas, however you understand it. And it's just a beautiful place to be. And one thing I didn't know until actually moving here a couple of years ago is how much fruit you can actually get just from off a tree or off a up. Okay, I'm gonna shut up because there's a turtle. Hold on. It's a turtle. Yeah, a little turtle. Hey, guy. Let's see. Weirdo, but I'm real, though. That's supposed to rhyme? Gotta work on your writing, bro. No, right here. Hey, little guy. You know, this is actually something that I love about COZUMEL. We'll get back to it in a minute, but I see this little turtle's actually frozen in fear, so I'm gonna leave him alone in a minute. But, oh yeah, I actually found one of this same size in my yard about a week ago. And I only knew about it because my dog was just standing over top of it, barking and barking and barking. He didn't attack it or nothing like that, but just barking and barking. So we're gonna leave it alone. I don't like messing with wildlife like that, to where they're scared to even move or anything. Plus, I mean, there's horses around here and dogs around here. There's a plethora of wildlife that just walks around here. But yeah, that's what COZUMEL was known for. And up until, I want to say 5 years ago, I had no idea that COZUMEL even existed. You know, I am from Florida, and, well, originally from Virginia. Moved to Florida when I was, let's say, 15, and, you know, have been living there up until my 30s. And that's all I knew. You know what I'm saying? You know how you can, you know, be somewhere and totally feel like you're isolated, you know, in a way. Isolated, and you're wondering, like, or not even wondering, you're just, you know, blind to the rest of the world and whatever the rest of the world has. And man, that was that was definitely me. I grew up kind of sheltering myself, you know, from experiencing things, or even wanting to experience things. I'm just a constant no person. Have you ever, you know, like met, you know, people who are just like always like no, like the Jim Carrey movie. What was not Bruce Almighty? Was it Bruce Almighty? No. Whatever. It was that one movie. Man, I can't remember. Where, you know, he was always saying no. It was no. It was no. Like, you come to the dinner tonight? No. You come to the party? No. You gonna wake up tomorrow? No. So that was kind of me, and I think that hold on, I'm walking through mud here. Make sure I don't want to, and I don't want to get splashed on again. You know, I didn't like that. Anyways, this I have to navigate real quick, so if I don't mind holding on for a second. I'm here at the trash can, but it's kind of filthy, unfortunately. So I gotta be careful where I step. So just hold on, please. Take the poll as well. It's relative to this conversation because, you know, I would have put no. So just hold on for me a second. Thank you. Weirdo, but I'm real though. So interesting. It's really wet outside, and like kind of, and the humidity is crazy. But with the humidity, you know, you have the mosquitoes and all that stuff. So yes, it is hot, but I chose to wear a jacket anyway because mosquitoes. Mosquitoes is, we've seen that some of them carry dengue fever and, you know, just diseases, and they love to pass it along. So actually, I think I'm gonna go this way. So yeah, Jim Carrey, me. Yeah, so like I was saying, growing up or just living life we won't say growing up, because that doesn't feel like it's pertinent. Doesn't feel like it's, you know, forgive me if I talk slow, because I do talk slow, because sometimes I can't find words. So, so when I pause, I am looking for a word in my brain to say, to come out my mouth. So it might be a little slow sometimes. But yeah, so if you saw the poll, it says, have you ever, I'm paraphrasing, have you ever moved to a completely new country? And what I mean by that is moving to a different country and, you know, just completely starting over. Don't know if we have any. Hello. Hola. Take a poll. Take the poll, please. To a whole different country and just like start it over. And if you did, where did you go? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? I'm curious to find out. Me, it's not so hard. Let's see. We're gonna chill right here. We might chill right here because it's. No, we'll keep walking. Because thinking about where I am now in my life, this is not actually like this is not exactly what I pictured for myself a few years ago. You know, you just saw the ATVs just like driving past me, and you know, random turtles in the road. And of course that's, you know, that's stuff you might see in the US, of course, for me. And but it's just so different here. The way of life is different here, and I didn't know that that was such I didn't know that that was so I didn't accessible, you know? I didn't know it was got a couple of furbs who get their say in. What's up, guys? Oh, there's more back there. If you weren't sure, dogs run the run the streets out here. I found that out pretty quickly. But the way of life here is totally different from what I've experienced as, you know, a young adult going into adulthood, and, you know, thinking I have everything, you know, figured out. You know, think, whoo, almost slipped. See? Think I knew everything and I almost slipped. And, you know, it's like a humbling and also like it's like a new chapter. It's like a totally new chapter. And I'm finding out that, you know, I'm able to do things I've never been able to do before. One thing is, you know, getting on live and, you know, talking, because that's one of the things I usually don't do. So like it all boils down for me to like, never have I ever thought I would leave the US and end up here in Mexico. And you know, I know that there are a lot of people who've decided to expatriate from the US to Mexico, and I know a majority have, you know, picked Mexico City to move to, and that's okay. I mean, it's wonderful. I mean, where we, yep. Hello, hello. Welcome to India. What's poppin', bro? As you can see, I don't mind dogs because we have two at home. They're a little smaller, but I don't mind the furbs. Anyways, yeah, some people have chosen Mexico City to go to, and maybe Tulum, or, you know, the tourist spots to go live. I'm glad I ended up here. And shoot, if it weren't for my wife, we actually wouldn't have been here. And I know I wouldn't, I know I'd still be in Florida, sadly enough. And I used to live in Tampa, So, depending on what part of the world you are, and in the U.S., not even a couple of days ago, there was Hurricane Milton that had just hit Florida, and a few weeks before that, Helene had also hit there as well. And not for nothing, that's where I used to call home. Like, navigating a puddle here. I don't want to fall. Anyways, where was I? Oh, where was I? I was trying to navigate these puddles. That's where I was. Un momento. I'm gonna find a place and chill. And let me see what these see what the poll results are. Let's see. 6 votes so far. Have you ever started over in a new country? Oh, it's so far 6 up. Half yes, half no. That's actually pretty cool. I'm curious to hear where you guys started and then moved to, and what prompted that. What, gave you the, oh yeah, I need to get out. I need to find something new. But anyways, so yeah, my whole past 15 years was, excuse me, living in the Tampa Bay area. And since those hurricanes have hit, I'm like, I could have been there. Like, I really could have been in that situation that, actually a lot of the people I know are in, and are having to figure it out, with gas shortages and no electricity and water levels that I've never seen before. And with those waters, getting crocodiles, getting, stingrays, fish, bacteria, whatever is in the water at the time. It's scary. It's not just the storm, but it's the fallout from the storm that you have to deal with as well. So I'm like, wow, like if I had never made my decision to, you know, bet on myself, I want to say, and bet on my wife, who convinced me, I could still very well be in the same place I was. And it's like a reality check, like something catastrophic happens and you start to remember, you start to go over memories in your head and stuff like that, and you're like, wow, if I hadn't made certain decisions, who knows where I would be. Hold on. So this, I love this tree. I love this tree. So yeah, we're just gonna chill right here. It's in the shade. Maybe I can get a what's up, bro? Hold on. What's good, Nick Klein? I'm sorry, my jump's all in your face and whatnot. What's good? Where you tapping in from, brother? So yeah, we'll wait on the homie. Yeah. So this all ties in and into a mindset thing that I really didn't know I had a problem with. Nick Klein. Oh, you from Texas? Nah, bro. I'm in Cozumel, Mexico, and it's actually very nice out today. It's like hella, hella humid because it just rained not too long ago, and mosquitoes and stuff like that. But it's actually a beautiful day here in the Mel. So yeah, what I'm trying to convey so horribly, by the way, is what what do you think a new start would do for you? Like a totally new start do for you, or actually just, stopping for a second and saying, you know what, let me not do what I always do and say no to this or no to that, and experience life in a totally new way. When I think of, the title never have I ever thought I'd be here in Cozumel, where dogs are on the road, also cats, also you have cows that just walk through. They do their own thing. Also horses, that just do their own thing. Or, for example, in this particular area, we don't use dryers when we wash our clothes. So, you gotta love the. Oh yes, it's supposed to storm in a couple of days. So I'm appreciating exactly this sunshine. My yard is actually a little flooded due to the rain. But yeah, switching up your way of life, switching up everything you thought you knew about life, and you're like this, and then you're totally, turned upside down. And it's been like one of those amazing feelings and a realization that, wow, I need to explore more, Like, this is crazy. I didn't know that people don't use dryers here. They just hang their clothes because it's so hot that it takes care of that. A little fur coming this way. ¿Qué pasa, brother? We call him Hans. Or, yeah, bro. Yeah, you let him know. You got both of them. So he actually resembles one of my dogs. Though he's tan in color, my dog is brown. I think most people are completely disconnected from reality, so a new start and all that you say is what most people truly desperately need. And man, that's what I'm trying to, bring out in a lot of ways with this, because I know that there are a lot of people who don't even attempt to tap into something new. Like beforehand, like before ever coming here, I never did anything scuba diving. Like, so if you look on our channel, we do coral restoration, and we volunteer with this program called CMAC, and we do coral restorations as much as we can weekly when the weather's right. We haven't been able to do it in a couple days, or actually a couple of weeks, because of the weather, the hurricanes and all that. But I'm like, wow, I didn't see 5 years ago I'd be making the decision to getting a open water license, going in the water, and cleaning corals. Like, that's, my dad's afraid of the water. My dad doesn't get in the water. He's like, no, you can't get him on a boat. You might get him by a beach, and if you're lucky, he'll get out the car and maybe go tap the water. And I was like that, man. I was like that for so long, and I'm just hoping, just want to convey to people that there is so much more out there than you thought there was. Like, there is so much out there that, like, you can explore, that you can learn, that you could tap into, that could completely change and revolutionize the way you think and how you feel as a person. Moving here, with the whole title of Never Have I Ever, I never was able to take the time to, let's see, the ocean is scary but beautiful too. Yes, it is. Not for nothing, like, I still have a healthy fear of the ocean, don't get me wrong. Like, up until a few years ago, I would not step in the water by myself. So yeah, but just sorry, I got a little Ooh, my knees ain't what they used to be. I don't know if y'all can relate to that. My knees ain't what they used to be, so I got to stand up and walk a little bit. But yeah, never did I ever think I would, be the kind of person that I am right now. And that's really saying a lot. Has anyone ever like taken the time to do that? Just like, wow, am I really where I want to be? Or, wow, did I really accomplish that, achieve that, do that? It just doesn't seem natural. And for me, I'll be the first to tell you, like, no, no, I was not that person, and I really tried so hard to. Look, there's a mosquito right here. Got you, bro. I really tried my hardest to, you know, change from that, but without like committing to the change. You know how people think about it, like I know I should do it. Maybe I will do it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one day. The whole maybe one day train of thought. And man, and you end up living for however long and holding those ends. I'm realizing I'm 35 that life is long, and getting, you know, set in your ways to where you can't say yes to anything, or you can't, find in yourself to, just change your surroundings. It's sad. It's really sad. Let's see. So yeah, I'm just like wondering, thinking, going over in my head, like, man, how fortunate I am to be where I'm at. For how fortunate I am to, live in a country where I don't have to worry about cops. I ain't got to worry about, you know, people harassing me, pulling me over or whatever, just because I'm walking. I literally just saw a video on World Star, which I don't venture to a lot, but it was just right there in my face. Yeah, this kid was just walking in his own neighborhood, black kid, and just like some residents just were trying to harass him for no reason. Like, oh, I don't recognize you. You've been walking this block like 4 times, and I've never seen you before. If you live here, it's cool, but yada yada yada. But man, I know exactly what that feels like. I know exactly, yeah, what that feels like. That, especially when it's happening to you, and like you're, your heart starts beating fast. You're trying to stay calm, and there's just so many horror stories that you know about, that you've seen on the internet, that you've heard about, that you've read about, that you learn lessons from, and you're just like, man, now I'm in this situation. What's about to happen to me? And I had a lot of situations like that. And it's crazy that I could even just walk around here and not feel, you know, like someone's gonna come tap me on the shoulder and be like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. Where are you supposed to be? Is this your neighborhood? You live here? Okay, take me to your house so you can prove it. And all that BS. I want to say the word, but keep it PG. And all that BS. And it makes people double down on that no. It makes people double down, or at least a lot of black people. It makes them double down on the no. I paralysis. I can't move. This is just the way it is, and there's no helping it. There's no stopping it, and I'm just like, man, that's so not true. And it took me, getting from Florida, from Tampa, to here, to realizing that, and being here, having the time, having the time to just focus on you, you know, focus on getting out of that fight or flight mode, you know, that constant adrenaline, that cortisol, you know, and you're just like, okay, now I see what was going on with me. I had so much stress in my life, like it wasn't. I just am so grateful. Like I've been able to gain, you know, for one, some confidence in myself, two, identity, you know, in a whole new country where I don't know the language, because yeah, I don't know how to speak Spanish, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, I know a little bit. I can kind of pass. I can kind of pass, you know, a little bit of Spanish here and there. But man, it's like I had to go all the way to a whole different part of the earth, a whole different part of the earth to find myself, you know, find out who I am, find out, you know, what I even do here, or how I belong here, or, you know, the things that we all think about as humans, you know. And I'm like, it's a lot of gratitude, and I just wish a lot of people would be able to do the same thing. Like, so see that people hate change but don't want to question anything. Yeah, just stuck in their ways. Yeah, that hits it right on the head. Get stuck in their ways, and you know, it doesn't do anything to progress or push them forward. And literally, like, it can create a state of just an infinite loop, you know, creates an infinite loop to where you can't, basically where you can't escape it. You've created it and you can't escape it. And that's a scary thing. So I know I'm hopping all around different topics and whatnot, but it all, to me, it all relates, you know. And yeah, hold on, take a second to just enjoy the trees. Let's see, who are you? Is that who or is that how? Because I don't know. Who are you? My name's Wes. You've dropped into the Waves and Wi-Fi channel, where we love to vlog, kinda, but most of our content is focused on coral restoration. And if you don't know what coral restoration is scuba diving with a brush and removing obstacles from algae that prevents them from, or corals, I'm sorry, that prevents them from growing, i.e. Algae. That's what coral restoration is. So yeah, if you're just talking about it on the channel, that's what this channel is all, not all about, but that's what this channel has come to be about. Coral restoration, and also a little bit of, you know, live vlogging, monologuing, however you see. So yeah, if y'all want to check out the videos, please, by all means, you know, leave a like, do the whole thing. See if it resonates with you. Anyways, so go ahead and hit it from the top. Yeah, like right now, if if I were in the US right now and I was walking, if I was just walking, doing this, just talking and you know, having a conversation. Man, I feel so terrified. You know, I'd feel so terrified that I would do something wrong, or end up in the wrong spot. And, oh, okay. Hey guys. Hey guys. So terrified. And they're so terrified. Oh man. Yeah, this is totally different from the US. It's totally different from what I thought life was. I'm good, bro. Thank you. And, you know, leaving, you know, uprooting myself, you know, from the US and replanting myself because I love plants. Replanting myself here in Mexico has been like has been the best move for my mental health ever. You know, and that's not to say that I don't deal with, you know, all of the things that we deal with, stress, anxiety, problems, bills. Those don't go away, you know. Those don't suddenly, you know, vanish. But the way you live, the way you think, and like what the lifestyle that you're used to, I want to say, not, and like how you do things, it changes. You know, it really changes. For me, I learned how to live here almost like minimal, a life of minimalism. That's the word, minimalism. And I'm okay with that, you know? Like, for example, I don't use a microwave on rare occasions, but like, okay, so all right, we'll put it this way. So coffee, I hate cold coffee. Don't know about you, don't know how you do your morning thing, but I cannot stand cold morning coffee. And I will, and I used to have to microwave, or actually, for one, we would pregame. I call it pregaming. ¿Qué pasa? I call it pregaming. I used to pregame. So we would make coffee the night before, and then, you know, in the morning, we would drink it. But I could not drink it cold. No. Like, I don't do iced coffee. I don't do cold coffee. It's just not. I tried it a few times. Not gonna lie. Tried it a few times. And, you know, it was cool, but it wasn't cool. I'm like, nah, this ain't my vibe. Like, I hate this. So I used to have to microwave to heat up my coffee every single day. And we are coffee drinkers. We are very heavy coffee drinkers. And that was just how I had to have it, you know, how I had to live, to function, you know, to get through, to do something. I had to microwave, and I know that might sound like a bit of an exaggeration, which, sure, why not? I mean, I get it. But for me, that's not an exaggeration. I don't like cold coffee. So now, here, I still, you know, I still will make coffee, but this time around, I'll drink it while it's hot. And like, that sounds like wow, what a revelation, bro. Just drink it while it's hot. I mean, duh. Well, the thing was, you know, we would make it the night before, and then drink it the next day, so I would have to heat it up. So, but now I'm like, you know what? I don't have to have my coffee always piping hot and using a microwave to, you know, heat it up. Like, we do have a microwave. Actually, the last house we lived in, we didn't have a microwave, and we lived in that spot for what, 6 months? Yeah, about 6 months. So imagine going 6 months with no microwave. Imagine going without a dryer to dry your clothes. Imagine, imagine having to use a pump because there is no main water system that's always providing water for you at the drop of a dime. Here, we use pumps, and we have a well. We use pumps, and we make it that way. And it's crazy, like the minimalism that I've been able to learn and live off of. Never have I ever, you know. Never have I ever. Never have I thought I would need to or be able to live without a microwave to heat up my coffee every couple minutes. And I'm no cap, I would, if my coffee got cold, say I was doing something and my coffee got cold, I'd go stick it in the microwave and heat it back up. Can't start, can't stop farming, by the way. What patch we grow? Ah, okay. If you don't mind, where are you located? What part of the earth? Because that's actually pretty cool. See, I want to, I totally want to grow. We actually want to do that. We want to grow our own food and, oh, in Texas, oh snap, okay. I don't want to get wet. If y'all missed it earlier, like I was walking and we have some ATVs out here. There's like an ATV thing that you can do. You'll probably see them in a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds actually. And one of them splashed the heck out of me, passing me. So I got my whole shorts and whatnot all wet. But it's cool, you know. That's also something too I probably would have gotten mad over, like my shoes, you know, my shoes. I used to trip so bad over shoes. Man, it's crazy. Anyways, Houston, Texas, that's what's up. Way to tap in. So I'm guessing you have cows, because I don't think you can grow milk unless you got some almonds or some soy or something like that. I don't think that would work without the cows. That's cool. So, here we have things that grow wild, like dragon fruit. You can see my finger. Dragon fruit, mangoes that actually fall off the tree. Here, the house that we're at now. Oh, no problem, bro. Thank you for tapping in. Leave a like before you go. We have mangoes. We have bananas that grow here, and just like a plethora of fruit that just, grows here. Papayas grow here. So yeah, we get a lot of just natural food here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe one day I'll be able to farm. Maybe one day y'all tap into one of these lives and I'll be farming. You never know. I might have a hammer in one hand and some nails in the other hand and injuries on the way. It's all good. This is Hans. Or we call him Hans. Hi, Hans. How you doing? Yeah, I know. Life is crazy. It's crazy for furbs like you. I know. How dare I? Oh man. I totally lost my train of thought. So I'm just gonna walk and show you around until my train of thought comes back. So by the way, this is I want to say my third day attempting to, challenge myself to get in front of the camera, get behind the camera, whatever, and just like tell you guys what my life is like, what it's been like. So, oh yeah, I was talking about coffee. And not particularly just coffee in general, but I mean, how just being here has changed so many things for me. And somebody's about to like run me over. I don't know who. Oh yeah, it's the ATV people coming behind me again. Oh good. Wait till they pass. I've never actually been on one of these things before. Or one of those ATVs before. Nope. Just like, nah, I'm good without it. I'm good. I don't need it. And I think it's supposed to rain soon, so I might be ending this a little more earlier than I expected. But yeah, man. So I know this. The title's "Never Have I Ever." So just take a minute and think about that. Like, okay, so I remember it used to be a game that a lot of we would play when we were kids. Never have I ever, or truth or dare, never have I ever, stuff like that. So that had me thinking, like, wow, never have I ever lived in a jungle. And if you just saw the ATVs driving by, this is technically a jungle. We have one cell tower, which is right over here somewhere. And that's all we got. So there's that one cell tower. This is literally, a jungle. Like, there's this road that goes down to I don't know where. I've lived here for a few years and still have not been to the end of wherever that road is. And wherever that road is probably just going to end up being jungle and probably out of cell service. So I've never actually been back there, though I've wanted to, like way down the way. So I'm like, okay, this is the legit jungle. Never have I ever thought I'd live in a jungle, Yet here I am, living my best life, you know? All right. Okay. So this is what I call home. I honestly don't know how to make, this more cooler for people, because I know how cool it is for me. I know how beautiful of a journey it's been for me. And man, that bird. Nope, no bird. Okay. I know what it's been for me making a joint decision with your partner to say, yeah, we're not satisfied with where we are, and we have the means, we have the ability, we have the cojones, we have the fortitude to do it. So yeah, But yeah, this is home, and I'm happy to be here. Your palms. So never have I ever thought I would live in a jungle where mangoes grow and bananas grow right off the tree, papayas. Or never have I ever thought I'd live in a place where I don't speak the language, like at all. Yeah. So we'll keep trying, we'll keep going. And we'll tap in tomorrow. Dick? All right. Deuces.